Hey, how's it going, everybody? Um, so today's stream is gonna be a little bit different. I made a similar stream like this before, where I was reviewing just like work in progress games being made on Unity 3D, which is a video game engine um, for people who are into development. And I just think it's a very cool thing to look at to see what people are working on. And I just wanted to do it again. I could have been playing another game, but it's like, you know what? Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Did it before, like the last time, so I'm just going to do it again today. So I hope you guys enjoy that part. If you're new to game development or don't understand pretty much all the components that go into making a game, that's totally okay. Just know that making a game, there's basic like things that you need to be doing, and to make a game work you need people to make the art, right? Concept art, the writing, the coding, the 3D modeling, and the actual game development and planning. Like if you're gonna have like some type of multiplayer or some type of network stuff into it, like some type of, where you need to connect to the internet, like you need people to do networking, like it's AI building audio, like there's so many like little small things like it takes to make a game. Um, so Unity 3D is like this game engine where anyone can download it for free and make their own game. And I've made like 3 games so far, like 3 mobile games, and all through Unity. But when I first started to try to make my own game, um, it was through Unreal Engine, and Unreal Engine was really powerful. But starting out, like for beginners, it was overwhelming, like all the things you can do. And when I started, there was not really that many resources that I can tap into to help me make a game. There was some, don't get me wrong, there was some for sure, but it was not as in depth for beginners really. So I came across Unity, and Unity was just even better. Like it was not that overwhelming. Like Unity has its drawbacks compared to Unreal Engine, of course, but Unity just had a lot more resources. Like it was more, I don't know, I don't understand. Like it was just more open, I guess. While Unreal Engine was a little bit more closed off, type of Unreal Engine, type of game engine, and it was just easier to learn through Unity. Honestly, there was just a lot more resources. I felt like it, but that's why I'm looking at Unity right now. And Unity has this interesting thing where you can go to the forums, the community, and just see what people are working on. Like people in the forums are normally just, in the forums, like I'm looking at it right here. If people need help in 2D design or audio and video, or animations, or Cinemachine, or prefabs, AR, VR discussions, multiplayer, AI navigation, physics, like there's so many like little forum things that you can just go and post the questions and people will help you out. But the forum that we're going to be looking at today is work in progress. Now, work in progress is people who talk about the projects that they're working on. So you're gonna be seeing that there's a lot of games, of course, that people are making, but there's other things that people make with Unity, such as other tools that you can buy to add to your Unity software and your own engine, and pretty much make it your own. And thus, the game is a lot easier to make for yourself. So a lot of people make a lot of tools for Unity within Unity. So it's pretty interesting. As well as shaders, as well as just like models and stuff like that. People will just show you what they're working on. That way other people can come and just buy it. But we're just going to be looking at the games. I think it'd be interesting just to look at what people are working on, and we can, just give some feedback. I'm not an expert, but I, played tons of games, and I have some experience with Unity, so I just, just give them some feedback when it comes to working in Unity and in game development. So yeah, let's jump right in, shall we? Let's go over here. So this is unityforum.unity.com. This is the forum page. You don't think you have to make an account. I don't even think I'm signed in. See, I'm not even signed in. So you even have to make an account or nothing. If you just want to just dive in deep here. And there's also this folder called Made with Unity. So people show what work they've done with Unity. Of course, not everyone who've made a game with Unity will show up there, but some a good amount do. So let's check it out. So this is kind of new. So last time I came here, they didn't have like these little, okay. So the first one that I'm going to click on is this guy right here named, well, the name of the thread is Jurassic Extinction World of Carnage. So see, now they have like this little thing. Now I have these little flares, games, wellness simulation, coroutine to run enemies at my hideout. Yeah, so okay, so this one might be just all games. Maybe they switched it up a little bit. But yeah, let's jump right into this one. So let's see what's going on here with Jurassic Extinction World of Carnage. So this was his first post. It looks like he joined May 11, 2019. And his first post was September 1st, 2021. So, okay, so this is what he put. Was it his first post? Yeah, his latest post will be all the way in the bottom. Okay, let's see what's going on here. There's a lot is going on here. So, hey guys, it's now official. After the release of Jurassic Extinction, I have time in between teaching and dev time to bring a prototype to the next workflow. Here's a basic list. A large open world dino game, a paid on Steam UA Amazon release with expansion DLC. Okay. Terrain chunk, streaming sector, third-person controller with a companion, pen, and vector in my current choice. More advanced AI system animation will be route-based, better movement, and more interaction. A quest objective waypoint. Okay, so this is a very exhaustive list already. Basically, the smooth performance you see with JE, which is, I'm assuming Jurassic Extinction, 4K. Into a large open world scenario. Many more creatures, turtle. Okay, interesting. All right, let's look at this video real quick, and then we're gonna critique a little bit of his list to see what's going on. Just some opinions that I have on this. So let's jump right in. Does it even have audio? It does. Okay, it is not looking great, but that's totally normal when you develop a game. Like alpha, like pre-alpha build, like data look nothing like the final game. Like you really start polishing the game when you're like close to ending your last phase of game development, which either be like beta or alpha, is when you really start polishing and stuff like that. But here, like, there's nothing, like just a dog that's following him. All right, so yeah. All right, first off, my first critique about this post is the fact that he doesn't really talk about himself or who he is, or what does he even have a team behind him really. But he really has some really like big milestones he wants to reach. Paid on Steam, Amazon release. Yeah, that's interesting. And large open world dino game. So if the fact that he doesn't talk about himself really makes this thread seem like he's really inexperienced and almost like a beginner, right? Maybe he does know some stuff about Unity, but looks like he's really more by himself. Like he mentioned right here that he's teaching and he's between teaching and dev time. So is when he started prototyping. And yeah, some of these screenshot looks okay, but they're not like, believe me, making terrain in Unity is super easy, especially water. So this is not necessarily like, you know, like, oh my god, this guy's really making some real progress. Like, yeah, he's doing some progress, but I just don't think by the time he actually gets to getting all the characters in, models, filling out the combat system, trading system, everything like gameplay wise, was going to really start understanding like the amount of work when it comes to building a game. And this type of game will require a ton of work and a big team that one person, don't get me wrong, one person could probably do it, right? It's not impossible, but definitely not within a reasonable time frame, right? Imagine there's games that take years and just years, and that's with teams. Like imagine GTA 5 took like what, 7 years to make, and that's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of talented people who know what they're doing, super experienced in doing what they're doing to make. So just one guy, he's gonna make an open world dino game. Yeah, it's not it's not gonna bode well for him. But maybe, you never know, he could be this prodigy that's just super gifted, and maybe he can do it. If he does, then kudos to him, and I'll just eat my words. But yeah, I can tell, like, just from what I'm seeing, it's not gonna be within a good time. And if this is his first project, he should not quit, but reverse gears and come up with a different concept, maybe, or still go with the whole dino thing, but just small scale, like a smaller scale type game, right? And as well as, I understand, I'm not sure if Jurassic is even copyrighted. I feel like people, thanks bro. I feel like people, I feel like Jurassic is copyrighted, right? I feel like Jurassic is part of Jurassic World, so yeah, I don't even think you can even use that name. All right, this one right here. So this guy is talking about himself, right? Which is good. Now, you know, we get a broad idea whether or not this guy is going to be able to complete this type of game, right? Hello, we, the artist and me, so it's two people. I'm making a first-person adventure game with anti-survival elements. Interesting. Or am I right? Yeah, horror. Yeah, horror. Okay, this guy right here. We, artist and me, make a first-person game with anti-survival elements. This game takes place in the closed, abandoned world at the intersection of dark fantasy, ancient mythology, and science fiction. Kind of a mixture of Soma atmosphere and narrative, Subnautica progression, and Dark Soul level designs and principle. Vertically and shortcuts, okay. We play as a mortal character consumed by defying, seeking eternal oblivion. He no longer needs food or water. He can't sleep anymore. One day he meets a lonely child who believes that somewhere deep in the abyss, under abandoned settlements and ancient gravesite, there's a way out of their closed world. Okay, we're grateful for any feedback. Soma is like a horror type game. Yeah, that's what it was. It was like a horror type exploring game. I think it was in space. Yeah. All right, let's so he has some videos here. Oh, I like the screenshot. So he's an artist. No, he's not the artist. He has an artist and him. So I don't know. He's doing the rest, but he does have an artist, which is really cool. I really like this concept art. It looks awesome. So he has some actual like good amount of work. That looks really cool, right there. The concept art looks pretty cool. Now let's. I want to see some of the videos though. Okay, it's just him talking. Really cool concept art. Okay, so this guy has done a lot of work already. So let's look at his first video real quick. Yeah, the ambience looks pretty cool. I wonder if it goes full screen if on your screen. Yeah, that looks cool. It's actually pretty cool. So I have high hopes for this project already. This type of work, like you could tell, we spent a lot of time doing it. Yeah, the lighting is super good. Like achieving this type of lighting is really difficult. But it looks really good. So yeah, the only thing I don't see is any gameplay elements, but he's just showing off the environment in this video. Dust chamber. Okay, cool. So there's the character right there walking through. I wonder if he has videos of that. Okay, I don't know what's up with this video. Is like super laggy there. I'm in 4K. Okay, he already posted this. All right, let's see what's going on here. Is this scene in this trailer playable? This is what this guy wrote. What I mean by this, can one put a lot of shadow casting lights to have a nice effect? Performance is very low. So having light, but completely dark. How are you doing shift and passage from lit places to dark places? You make directional light for the scene. Also do you secondary round profile. Okay, so now they're getting pretty technical. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's a difference between like showing like renderings of games and just the camera like flowing through it. But when you actually start adding like actual gameplay elements to it, like projectiles, enemies, characters, like a bunch of things into it, the AI system into it, the UI system, then that's when you have to. That's when you really start knowing the performance of the game. And right now he can make it look nice because there's nothing really in it. All he's doing is making the environment. But once you start adding all those other things, is when you get a better idea of whether or not you can, if you can actually attain those visuals and still make it playable. Because looking, this guy right here, yep, quite playable. The average frame rate on this scene is 40 to 55 FPS. It's not great, but we haven't done any optimizations yet. Exactly. So he hasn't done any optimizations, and it's already with nothing, it's 40 to 50 FPS. So lighting is one of the biggest factors when it comes to hindering performance. To get these realistic shadows and all those nice lighting effects, is performance-wise. So that's probably what he's doing. But we'll see. Maybe he somehow finds a way to optimize it, because if he's getting 40 to 50 FPS right now, yeah, you're not going to get shit when you start adding everything else into it. So right here, scene is very playable now, but later the frame goes very low. We will bake some lights that eat too much performance. Yes, ambulance disabled, but yeah. But I mean, the rest looks really good. I like the scenes. Recording gameplay in a few words. Okay, so he just talks about gameplay here. But I want to see actual gameplay. Visuals look nice. I'll give him that. Well, he has an artist. Nice. Okay. So no gameplay yet. Visuals look pretty good, of course, but no gameplay yet. So once we get that, I think it'll be an interesting project to think about. Dust chambers. Hopefully it doesn't die out. It doesn't die out. Let's see what we got here. United Space Artists, 2 of my friends and me. Okay. So 3 people in total. Have been working on for roughly 5 months by now. The game is centered around strategy and managing your base correctly, since units attack mostly independently on their own. This is our first game and we're hoping to make the best out of it. Interesting. Steam summary. Real-time strategy base builder. Construct autonomous bases deep in the battlescape of the Spaints. Okay, Spaints is definitely, I don't know what Spaints is. And wage war with fleets of vessel bristling with armaments. Command 3 factions with different doctrines, seeking the rich core of this place to build an armada, a match in all history. We're going for sort of a low poly style with limited terms of textures. Okay. Interesting. Wow, looks pretty cool. I like it. With Unity's dot system, we hope to achieve massive scale with decent performance. Yes. I'm not familiar with dot system, but it looks really cool so far. Like this. And that's all he has so far. So he has a Discord server. And he has also a Steam page. Steam store page. See how that looks like. Is there videos here? No videos there, but it looks interesting. The only thing that I have critique about this game is really there's nothing that, you know, that like it's unique to it, right? There's a lot of RTS games and there's a lot of them, right? And there's a lot of space games as well. So if you're gonna make a game in space about it, like you better have like something unique about it, right? Something that stands out, because yeah, you can make the game, but I mean, unless it's a just an amazing game, no one's gonna download it by itself, right? You can put it on Steam, but nothing that says like, oh, this game you can do this. You can, I don't know, summon bunnies or something in space, and they'll throw carrots at other spaceships. I don't know, just something interesting about it. But I mean, it looks nice. Uh, Interesting to see some gameplay though. But yeah, that looks okay. We're gonna have 5 months, right? Yeah, RTS games are to be more like a tool, but I don't know. Let's check this next one. The Fallen King, platform 2D. Let's do it. Let's see what this one's about. Okay, first part of the new game I'm developing. A Metroidvania style 2D platform. There are still raw and there's still a lot to do. Yep. Alright, so this guy just has a video of it, and it's called it the first teaser. Let's see what he has. Crocs Entertainment. I think that's what it is. Crix. Wow, okay. Let me full screen this one real quick. Yeah, definitely very raw. Why is that witch moving like 1 frame a second? Okay, so for a Metro Stylevania game, it definitely doesn't seem Metrovania style, right? Yes, it's definitely a 2D platformer, yeah, but Metrovania style does not like this. Metrovania style has a lot of like levels, a lot of like rooms and corridors and things like that. A lot of platforming. But this is very like basic 2D platforming type game. Yeah. So this game needs a lot of work. It would help if we would share more about what is ideal, like what's make something unique about this game. But so far, it does not look good at all, honestly, if I had to be honest. Yeah, like Hollow Knight. Yeah, it does. It does look like Hollow Knight, I guess. But yeah, it's just very basic, honestly. I don't have much hope about this game, which is earnest. And you can buy the game even. Atoma City. Yeah, but maybe a decent Flash game, but there's so many like really good Flash games out there. I don't think people are gonna blink and look at that game. They're gonna unless he makes it like really good after he's done with all the work in it. All right, so this is you can buy the game now. Original post. Since Brick Extinction, Twin Stacks are both released. Since Brick Extinction and Twin Stack are both released soon, I have started some new projects. This one's Cubism 2D, which is already a threat. However, this would be my primary. What? What's he talking about? Okay. All right. So, yeah, I like the level design. I've seen this before, but I think he was just like selling like the 3D assets though. I'm not sure. Oh no. What is it? Or maybe you have to like make worlds or something. I thought it was just selling like the 3D models or something. It doesn't really say what the game. What is this game about? You need to produce food for your inhabitants. Cereal. Legumes. I know those are beans, but I don't know how to say it. And fruits. High school building. Okay, so it looks like a type of. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's working on like 2 different projects or something. Yeah, he has a lot. Yeah, it's like a Sim City type game. I guess where you like build like, build like cubes or something together with them, and like that's what he's talking about. Commercial building. Okay. It looks cool. So, make some really cool designs. It's a city builder. that lets players be creative while at the same time being a challenging resource management game. Yeah. So it's a SimCity type game. Or Tycoon. No, Tycoon. You're right. Tycoon type game. SimCity is the one where like, no wait, I don't know. SimCity is the one. Isn't it resource management as well? Completely different. Let's look at the Steam page. See how that looks. Is this an actual trailer? Okay, so there's cars and stuff now. Oh shit! I tried to. What happened to it? Why did it stop? There we go. Okay, so now there's cars. Nice. Oh yeah, so it's definitely a sim type game. At least the visuals are cool. The UI definitely needs some work though. Looks very basic. Has a night and day cycle. I want to see him like moving like the actual buildings and stuff though. Like I don't see him like actually adding any buildings or anything. I mean, he just like upgraded one, but he didn't like move like floors or nothing. Here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. It does have seasons. I just noticed right now. The autumn trees. Is there wind too? The trees look like they're moving. It looks cool. Just like some of the buildings though look like then all the buildings kind of look the same, right? Like not that very unique building style. But it has some mixed reviews so far. Check out the mixed reviews, right? It has 18. Let's see what the reviews say. This guy right here says I recommend it, right? All right. It looks like gameplay. But these people are playing it. This guy played it for 2.5 hours, right? Really have fun with this title. Tutorial would be big help as it took me to figure out the complex system and how to connect all the demands of the building. I love the idea of building multi-sided blocks. It opens your ideas for creativity. Look forward to the future development of the game as the team continues to work on the title. This guy, holy cow, wrote a lot. Let's just jump into the bullet points. The setting is great. Design is simple yet great to look at. The economic simulation doesn't mean the economy simulation. It's far more complex than what it first appears. It's a very good challenge. Okay. Policies, the developers, reachable. Okay. Bad things. Cameras and controls. Information, it takes a realize how things work. The building icons, the menu take a while to get used to. Neutral, the campaign works in extensive serve for making a larger city. Okay. So the reviews are mixed. This one says promising. Okay, well, the good thing about it is that it's an alpha. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, good thing is an alpha. And the biggest thing that this doesn't have a tutorial, looks like people are complaining about. So he needs to work on that, but I'm not sure if it's one person actually. Let's see here. Culture Games. He has a website, which is pretty cool. The website. It's not that great. So okay, these are the other games he's working on. Brink of Extinction and Twin Stack. Tower defense game. Okay, so these guys have experience making games, so that's cool. So these people, know about it. Wow, what's up with this about page, right? Core Games was founded in 2017. All those projects currently in the game works range from back as far as 2014. For questions regarding Ask Our Games, send an email to info@CortureGames or support@CortureGames.com. For thoughts on about.com. It's just a soundtrack. Wow. All right, well, there's that game. An actual game that's been done already. On work in progress. And still being worked on. All right, what's this one right here? Orionware. The MR incident. All right, let's see this one. This guy, I like his little bio already. It's pretty funny. All right, let's see what we got here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, in November 2018, a vision was born to start a team and develop video games. Back then, it was just vision, but since that day, many steps have already been made. Teammates were found and formed into a team. Structures for collaboration, communication have been created. Concepts were devised and put into practice. Agreements have been made, also beyond the border of our country. All united for one goal: to create games that put a smile on people's faces. It's all cool, bro. Don't worry, man. You don't have to be chatting, man. It's all good. Build that chair, man. Okay, so it's interesting. I like his little bio from the beginning because it's very, I don't know, not inspiring, but just very overflowing, I guess. I don't know what the right word would be, but yeah, let's. He has a video already here, and then the indie developer story, Rhineware. Creating games that put smile on everyone's faces. What is up with this stock footage, man? This has to be the most. There's also voice.
Good. But we gained experience and improved ourselves. Despite the obstacles, we kept going and invested our time and money. The progress we have made so far is our biggest reward. We are now at a stage in development where we can set our focus completely on game design itself.
I mean, I see the direction they're going for. It's just like, I don't know, it's just not that good production value. it's pretty funny though. Okay, so this is our first game. A 2D graphic has been chosen to simplify the development. Right. Graphics are created in HD resolution, so the camera supports different zoom levels. The resolution is even slightly higher. Right? It's definitely, it has some generic to it. Okay, this game takes place in sci-fi scenario. The PC is initially intended as the target platform. Later transition to the console is possible. It's currently planned to complete the game in mid to late 2021. I mean, we're in 2021 right now. We definitely past mid 2021. So either this game is about to launch or has launched already. Story. We don't want too much spoilers at the moment. Okay. We also want to have the possibility to change the story if necessary. Okay, so let's read a little bit about the story. The player starts as a prisoner in an underground laboratory. In this there was an incident whereby some test subjects animals have escaped. Unfortunately, these boys have become smarter through the experiments and released further test subjects. Fortunately, the player has come free. This whole mess, however, fights are now raging everywhere in the laboratory complex between scientists and test subjects. The scientists use everything they find to fight back. They throw wenches or scissors, use crowbars or experimental weapons that they have researched on. Others throw test tubes with chemicals which explode or leave a cloud of toxin behind, etc. The test subjects mainly rely on their claws and teeth. Mutated aggressive rabbit hordes, alligators in the sewers, spiders, etc. There are also special exemplars with much higher intelligence. These boys don't just rely on their teeth and claws, so be careful. The boys. I like that. They're using the boys a lot. Right? It's definitely a strange premise. I mean, I'm still not following exactly who are the good guys and bad guys here. Is it the scientists or the test subjects? The test subjects mainly rely on their claws and teeth. Mutated, aggressive. Oh, I already read that part. What the heck's wrong with me? Both sides view the player as an enemy. Right. That's what I'm viewing them both as an enemy right now. One side fights him because he's a human. The other side's because he's wearing prisoner's clothes. Okay. They had already mentioned the security guard you meet towards the end of the level. They may be called by a scientist. They also fight the player because they don't like his clothing. The player gets through. He can escape into space after a small boss fight. This is also the first global space that represents our solar system. From here, he can discover his own. Continues directly with the main quest. It's planned to make Intro Sector first global space available as a later this year. Alright. We have some concept art here of the main guy. I'm assuming it's the main guy. I mean, if clothes is really the problem, why not just change the clothes? I feel like that's such a weird motivation for an enemy to have over some guy just because of his clothes. He looks like an enemy because of his clothes. I mean, gameplay. There's a lot of things going on here. Type, ground level, air battle, space battles, world map, and global space. Wow. Okay. So the concept art looks pretty good, but it's just some rough drawings. So they definitely have some type of artist in their team. Yeah, a picture of global space. Okay. Interesting. So there is some gameplay here, it looks like. The player. Yeah, so it's definitely a 2D game, like they mentioned before. Right now, movement is really weird. Doesn't move natural. But again, this is just like their first post, right? He has a bat, it looks like. Shotgun. Alright. So it's going to be one of these type of games. So animations and visuals definitely need a lot of work in this stage right now, but they're just showcasing some of the features in the game. So I'm not going to deduct any points of there or critique that right now. But at least they've done some work already. Alright. I think we've seen enough of this. What do we got here, though? Gameplay of the global space. Alright. So this is like their space area that they came up with. Yeah, the trail thing I think is just like a debug thing. Really, just to show his movement. So at least you can move 3D in their space thing. In their space world, global space. And you can land on asteroids? What? I missed that. Okay. They definitely need to work on this whole space thing. Because moving in 3D space is a lot harder than you think. It's very weird how they just had to like land there like that. Like they just like forced movement in one direction. Okay. Let's look here. So this post was made last year on January 4th. Wow. So yeah, it's very odd so far. So this first was first made January 4th, 2020. So we saw. But let's see. So this is Monday. So they have a UI already, which is okay. It's very basic UI though. All right. Man, like a quest system. Okay, so right now those are, I'm assuming, the prisoners, the test subjects. But he's wearing like the security guard things that he was mentioning before. he has those people following him. Okay. Whoa, what the heck? I mean, it doesn't look bad. Definitely looks better than the first one. In the first video when he first showed. I mean, that I showed you guys. But, I don't know. I feel like it's still needs a lot of work done. Alpha, yeah. The UI definitely needs work. Yeah, animation still needs a lot of work. It's so weird the way they move me. All right, let's jump forward. Maybe we'll see more actual gameplay. It's playing werewolves. All right, so now there's more weapons. This looks like a Flash game, right? Looks like a Flash game. It just doesn't seem that fun, at least to me, right? The visuals, like, they look pretty bland. Just nothing that really like pops out from this type of visual. Everything's the character moves really slow. Like, everything's moving pretty slow right now. The crafting system looks pretty complicated. I don't know what if it's even crafting system. It looks really odd. And I can't even hear any music or something. Probably some music. There you go. Yeah, there's some music there. I don't know. But they've made a lot of progress in this game. So that's good. I'm definitely passionate about this project. Looks okay. Definitely not my type of game. Still need a lot of work to, in my opinion. Yeah. It's kind of funny though. Oh, he just died. What the hell? Okay, so there's that spawning system there. Yeah, I don't know what else to say much about this game, really. I just feel like animation still needs a lot of work, and visuals still need a lot of work. It's just weird that he's walking all the time. Can he run? At least make this a little bit faster. I feel like it's just gonna... Let's see what we got here. Apparently he has a trailer. Oh, wait, what? The first trailer of Andrew's adventure game. This game is still in pre-alpha period, and many more things need to be implemented. This is just the beginning of the game. This is just the beginning. I'll just read game trailer first. Huh. Okay. Release date unknown. The game presents the adventure of main character, Anneries. She has to go through many adventures to find her true purpose in her city. So I love adventure games. So this definitely would be my type of game. But let's dive into this trailer, because I'm just noticing something very interesting. 42 seconds. Okay. So they're going for like the toon shading graphics. So it looks like he made just one area. Yeah, you noticed that? That's what I just noticed right now. Yeah, this character is definitely has some interesting physical features. They're more pronounced than others. Movement wise though, really weird. Like, he moves really weird. Who moves like that? Who stands like that, really? Andrew's adventure. Yeah, okay. So There definitely needs a lot of work to be done in this game. The visuals look okay, but it's not about the visuals in the beginning. It should be about gameplay wise. A you just can't add just a character, random characters into a random environment and call that a game, right? It needs to be some type of gameplay, like actual like core functions of the game that make it interesting. And this does not look interesting at all. Might be pretty, but anyone could really slap this thing together in Unity. So angry, yeah. Yeah, no. I think this wouldn't be a good trailer, right? It's not a good trailer. It should have been more of a work in progress type trailer. Can't call it a trailer when pre-alpha period. Yeah, it should be more on work in progress trailer. I'm working on an idea for a game in my head for a while, and finally had a few days off to dedicate getting started making it. The general designer for fulfillment. Oh, for fulfillment. Okay, how come he says fulfillment here, but in his title it says fulfillment? Fulfillment. Yeah, chilling in the underworld, right? Just standing there. The general design of for fulfillment is similar to farming crafting systems like Stardew Valley, with a narrative driven by interaction with other people in the world. The objective is to help your neighbor and rebuild their community after disaster. The game is really early days. I'm focused on setting the core mechanics implemented at the moment. Exactly. That's kind of what he's talking about. First, core mechanics, and then worry about visuals and audio and polishing and all that stuff. All right. Tools used so far: Zengent, dependency injection framework, DoTween, and polygon prototyping. We're talking about progress on YouTube. See first 3 days of them below. I'll do your future work. All right, cool. Interesting. So it's like a 3D thing. Because Stardew Valley was 2D. Whoops, it's kind of loud. Stardew Valley is definitely 2D. Pixel. Okay, so he's going for a 3D visual style. Wow, I actually put a picture of his like notebook and everything. Hold up, I'm looking for dicks here. Just kidding. I was kidding. I don't know what the heck this is though. Looks like a bird. Some type of chickens. Oh, chickens. Let's see here. Inventory, what? You got the inventory. Nice. So he added inventory system, UI system. Well, he just added the UI, not the actual systems. All right. And Monday night cycle. Cool. Yeah. That would be interesting. Thanks. You're welcome. So it would be interesting, yeah, to see it like a 3D type style Stardew Valley game. All right, so this post was made August 28th, 2021. Oh man, just like last month. All right, so he still has a lot of work to do. Looking great. There aren't many games like that, although the demand for them seems to be quite high. Yeah, Stardew Valley and those type of farming games, definitely very popular. That game. Cool thing is that it's this post-apocalyptic type thing, which I know post-apocalyptic is very cliche when it comes to video games, but it's just farming sim, so that's cool. That's a different take on it, right? It's not the typical zombie type game. This is cool. This guy is very good at I'll say documenting his progress and presenting it. So, yeah, it's definitely it's one guy. He said it's one guy, so it's not bad progress, right? I mean, from what I can tell, it looks like you probably you won't have like actual like good visuals and stuff like that. Definitely until like next year, you know, probably like a year or something. But you know, this guy's pretty good though. I mean, and he had a few days off, so idle type games. Those to me are not fun at all, and I just refuse to look at them. So, yeah. So to the next one, ZT Taxi, Car Taxi, my first game. All right, now we're talking. ZT Taxi is a driving game where you collect people from bus stops and drop them off at different bus stops. While collecting money to reach a target, this game will be low poly. Very basic premise though. It's more like Taxi Simulator, right? I don't see what the fun would be though. Where's the fun factor? You crash or something? Yeah. ZT Taxi, Car Taxi. Taxi twice in its names. We get it. It's Taxi. Let's look at his first video, which he recorded on his phone. He didn't even like screen record either. Slow poly. Definitely. All right, it's just a car driving around. So that car right there is actually like a free Unity asset you can download. So it's not like a... So that car asset he didn't make himself. And you probably download the like a free like car controller. So this is not that impressive. He got stuck in his own video. All right. What's this guy doing? And I've now started to get the game mechanic. Okay, he had like a... Does the guy understand how you can just screen record things? Like he doesn't have to do it with his phone. How could you be a game developer and not know how to screen record? I can imagine like if he actually like finishes the game, like the trailer's all from his cell phone. How? Still says 3 on the screen, by the way. It did not get to 1. Okay. This guy has a lot of work to do, though. We posted a bunch of links. No, there's some guy commented and put a bunch of links. Oh, look, it's the Raffle guy, the guy who's making the Jurassic Extinction game. That he's giving him some pointers. He's giving him some pointers. Which is pretty funny though. First off, the time UI type right back is too big and should be transparent. The shadows are too dark. The rest looks great and car function look good. With exception when the car hits an incline hill, etc. Get back to work. I don't know what to say about that guy. You have a lot of work on your hand, buddy. Oh man. Wait, Great Rock is the one developing this? Oh, I didn't even notice his name. He himself posted a bunch of links to Planet Conquest. What the heck is this? It's not Z-Taxi. What the heck is Planet Conquest? Is that the name of the studio? I'm assuming that's the name of the studio. That's why he's posting this. Yeah, I think it's the name of the studio. So Great Rock was like, thanks for feedback. We'll do that. We'll do that. I don't know why I added another do. Finish countdown. Okay, it's just a video of the countdown finishing. Professional courtesy. Yeah, from one veteran to another. All right, so another thing I noticed from this video, other than the countdown, and he's still recording on his cell phone, is that he's added some type of colliders on the racetrack, so they disappear when someone touches them. That's about it. This guy's driving while on the phone. All right, car test picking up people. What is up with this car? Why is... Look, he's actually screen recording. No more cell phone. He's learning. He's getting better. So he added a taxi stop. Okay. Oh, I see. And he added the whole people on bus. People in bus. What? Bus? I thought it was taxi. Is there bus taxis now? I know there's taxi vans. Yeah. Okay, the good thing is though is that he's working on the core mechanics of the game. So he's not jumping into lighting, he's not jumping into visuals, or obviously the car doesn't look like shit, but that's not the car he's gonna use or nothing. So he's just testing the whole, showing that he can pick up people in a car. Taking damage and losing money. Oh, and he had some type of audio too. Oh no, never mind. Wait, how come you can see those buildings in the back? Oh, I see why, because he has them selected. Okay. Well, why was he losing money there? So now he has cash they added to the UI. Oh, he's walking on grass, he loses money. Okay, interesting. That's not necessarily like a bad thing. But it's still very basic stuff though. People in bus. So now he added like a bus system and he added some people. Okay. But stop. I'm assuming the people are gonna disappear. Nope. Oh yeah, they are. There. Alright, so this guy has a lot of work to do, right? So aside from the obvious visual stuff, there is nothing fun about this game. There's nothing says fun to me about this game. Like, even if he makes it look gorgeous and, you know, animations look great, what's fun about this game? Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's basing it off of like a specific country, like India, or, you know, one of those others non-dominant Anglo-Saxon countries. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just nothing fun about this game. I mean, it's good that he's making progress on it, and he says like he's gonna make a game, and he's actually doing it. But I feel like, you know, it still has a lot to go, a lot to learn, and you know, it's good. It's gonna be good lessons for him. At least he's learning. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna add. And it's still funny how this guy, War Thorough, just gave him some feedback. I was like, man, you have your own problems, man. Oh man. All right, let's jump into the next one. Let's see what's going on here. I heard like a weird noise. Is that my computer? It's my current project. By the year, I'm hoping to be a solid foundation for my first title with Unity engine. Okay, so maybe made another game before. Any feedback related to performance in particular? Did it load? Was the frame rate playable smooth in your browser? Yep, so it's definitely a browser game. Did it stutter at all? If so, what seems to be the cause of the vehicle engine audio play? So, okay. Here are my results for iPad Air 2, both Firefox few frames faster. Dynamic texturing blending 10 frames with tapping, 20 frames per second without tapping. Okay. Vehicle tests, 12 frames when accurate, 20 free ride. Okay. They started off, but maybe it shouldn't. The device is too old. Yeah, so a browser type game. So this type of game is not a type of game you want to have on web necessarily, like on it should really be an app, not a web-based game. Yeah, so these people are having issues with these low frame rates, but the thing is, WebGL is not necessarily I want to say the game. It's that fact that it's on WebGL WebGL is really meant for like small games, very small, like almost like what's it called again, flash game type stuff. It's not meant for 3D games really, especially one where you're having like a lot of like elements into it. Like, yeah, this thing's not even loading. So, am I supposed to do something here? Maybe I'm supposed to allow WebGL or something. There you go. Now it's loading. Yeah, it's WebGL really. But based on this, it looks like it's a racing game with some type of collect stars and just really just obstacles you have to avoid. I guess. Oh, where's the? No, like there's the video. I'm gonna try to play it now. It's not gonna work. But let's look at the video. See what's going on. Okay, so now there's actual like a bunch of things he's adding here, but again, he's gonna have more issues though. The more he adds, and if he doesn't change it to like an app. Yeah, he's done a lot of work. Okay. All right, I'm gonna skip through this one right now, just because I'm trying to find a video of it, because downloading it's just not. It's not part of it. It's not gonna work. Or playing it on the browser is not gonna work. It's taking way too long. And how does he plan to monetize this game too? Is this gonna be free to play? Yeah, Uber Simulator. Okay, see, I like this UI system now that he has. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, it's like first person. Okay, helicopters. Now it's looking pretty cool. This is actually looking pretty cool. It's just weird that he's still making it a browser game. It should be an app. But now, you know what's interesting though is like now it's more like an on-rail shooter instead of like a racing game, right? Yeah, you're still in a car technically, but it's more on rail. Like, because you're just shooting and moving. Oh, you know, I think I know why he made it. He made it a browser game. Maybe like a multiplayer thing to it. Like what's the name of that game? The one IO. What's the name of that game? That one, the one with like you're a worm, something IO. I think maybe that's what he was going for. But it looks more fun though. It's very interesting though. All right, I think we've seen enough. So far, it looks pretty good. That looked pretty good. Now, when it actually comes out to playing the game and a browser and stuff like that, that's a different story. But, you know, it's not bad. It's not awful. Just, in my opinion, much better if it was an app. But, yeah, that's just my opinion. All right. Let's dive into the next one. Alright, would like to share some progress on an off-road type game. I'm busy with rock crawling, but in a tank. Rock crawling? Okay, but in a tank. Quite pleased with the deformable surfaces so far. Would welcome any feedback we may have, good, bad, or ugly. Alright. Let's look at the video he has so far. So what's this? This is rock crawling? What is that? No, I've never heard of rock crawling. It looks like he's just driving on sand with a tank. He's stuck. Alright, but what is fun about this? It's supposed to be like a simulator, maybe? I think he's going for like a simulator type game, right? So people who do rock crawling, you know, have a thing to do when they get home and play it. Oh, cool. Oh, cool sci-fi. Yeah, I do think many games like driving off road. Screwdriver idea is interesting. I have floats for ambitious modes and trailers implemented already. It's plans to move several mods available and screwdriver equipped. All right, so all right, so now he's getting creative with ideas, right? So imagine it's just going off-roading over rocks, but with different vehicles. Let me go to his latest post, which is right here. Maybe it shows more different vehicles. So that explains why it's called rock crawler. So it's just going like off-roading with different vehicles. Whether you're going under rocks, or water, or grass. Huh. Interesting. I mean, for people who are in this type of stuff, I mean, there's a lot of people who into it. You know, it'd probably be fun for them, but not for me. So, still has a lot of work to do. Adding different vehicles, definitely interesting. Like this one right here, super interesting, the one with the legs. But aside from that, you know, not my type of game. But it's cool. It's cool. Keep chugging along. All right, I think it's gonna be my last one that I'm gonna look at for now. Let's see here. So this one looks interesting. TR-0, which is F-Zero plus Tron plus XGRA, which I'm assuming is another type of racing game. So let's see what this one's about. Boom, boom, boom. Tri-Zero. Okay, looks like Tron. Tri-Zero Alpha 0.1. 40 bikes, various tracks and game modes, weapons and upgrade system. Race replays, 250cc's up to 250cc's. Nothing is finished, just getting the groundwork done. Okay. I mean, he definitely has a screenshot of a game. This is my first Unity game in progress. Perfect. I'm 36 and doing this in my very limited spare time. Really enjoying working with Unity. The version of this game I made, okay. The version of this game I made in Unity Engine 2 many years ago. It's being redone for Unity using the old assets with completely new code. Plug in a gamepad and hope you enjoy. Please read the controls.tx before starting. Appreciate any feedback and let me know if you have any issues or don't fear me. Alright, so this game is made. Has made this game before, but in a different engine called Unity Engine 2. And he's just remaking it on Unity. The good thing is though is that using old assets, so he's saving himself a lot of time using old assets and just rewriting the code. But I think this would be a good opportunity for him to take advantage of a lot of features that Unity has and update visuals and assets and everything like that. But you know, maybe he just wants to stick to the old. It doesn't look awful. It looks like you can download it. I don't want to download it off his Google Drive though. But visuals look pretty good. I mean, the visuals look good. I wish there was a video though, that way I don't have to download it. Definitely looks like Tron. The only thing is that yeah, I'm gonna have to download it, but the UI looks like it needs work. I wouldn't say there's no fun factor because obviously it's a racing game and there's supposed to be weapons and stuff. It's probably fun, but without seeing a video, I can't tell whether it actually performs well or it actually looks good without me actually downloading it. And I'm not gonna download it, not in this video. But this one's very short post though, so I'll do one more. All right, so this one's interesting. Work in progress. Frogs on dirt bikes. Awesome. Very unique idea. Frogs on dirt bikes. Who thought about that? All right. Hi everyone. I started a small project about a month ago. I'm working on a small prototype about dirt biking frogs. In this game, you can build your own dirt bike track and let frogs race it. Okay. Well, what's all the info controls are on my itch.io page, link to the game. So yeah, I'm not even reading the words. All right, let's see here. Let's move this. See what happens here. So one thing I'm noticing already is this weird stretching when it comes to the track. Because like here, the arrow's like more bunched up, even spacing. Well, when I stretch it out here, it actually gets stretched out. Which is not what I was expecting. And this guy's stuck right here. I'm assuming because the track isn't built right. But like the AI doesn't really stick to the track 100% even when it's going straight. They have like some type of velocity issue as well. They're just like keep flying off. Yeah, let me zoom in to see. So like maybe this turn right here needs to be better. It's like it's too yeah, I wasn't mad at Frog when I got on it. Maybe it's too tight of a corner. Here's just disconnected. This guy's lost over here. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't be able to put the track like in a mountain or like a hill or whatever. I think it's cool. I think what you're supposed to be doing is like putting it over on top of these obstacles. Oops. Yeah, but sometimes it goes over the obstacle, sometimes it doesn't. So it's almost like cutting through it. So there's definitely some type of issue here. See, like how come? Why did it just go up? All I did was move it that way. Okay, so once it senses some type of collision, it just like sticks to the wall. Yeah, I'm playing like this frog dirt bike game. Except I don't know what happened to the frogs. They all got stuck here. Oh, here, there. Oops. Let me zoom in here. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a simulator type game. And they're on dirt bikes. Okay, so the blue is just the path that they're taking, but not necessarily like the right way. Right. Yeah, how are they supposed to get over here? Maybe a new road or something. That's what it's telling me to do. Okay. Okay, this game needs a lot of work. I don't understand what's the whole point of the frogs. You could literally replace it with anything, like unless you make the frogs cute. They don't look cute at all, honestly. They just look like generic frogs. Gotta make them cuter. The track thing is definitely broken. It's definitely not fun. Still needs a lot of work. Definitely needs a lot of work. But once I feel like once the core mechanics are figured out, like working right, like the way they're supposed to, then it'll be fun. But yeah. All right, guys. I think that was enough reviewing for tonight. I think it was a really good. Some of the games are really good. Some of them a lot of potential. Some of them not so much. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Good night. I hope we'll catch you guys on the next stream. And I am gonna post like a cut down version of this on YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.